落ちてくガラスの迷路ひび割れた声まだ消えないまま藤た記憶誰かの夢にすり替わる名前さえ今奪われてく聞こえるか胸の奥できしむ鎖の叫び逃げないで選ぶんだ自分だけの芯を一つ書き換えられた世界で僕は僕を上書きしてくささやく嘘切り裂きながら覚めないなら夢を燃やせ一つ操られたスターに君の本と響かせてかけ違えたストーリー今塗り替えてゆけ黒いタイピン運命に鼓動が刺さる笑うシステム感情を食らう震えた指でログアウト先を探してるでも君の手が確かにここにある忘れるな偽物でも選ぶ痛みはリアル奪えない願いだけが最後のパスワード一つ書き換えられた世界で僕は僕を上書きしてくささやく嘘切り裂きながら覚めないなら夢を燃やせ一つ操られた明日に君の本と響かせてかけ違えたストーリー今塗り替えていけ必殺君の声で暗いスクリプトを壊して一つ書き換えられた世界で僕は僕を更新してく挟むく影抱きしめながら傷ついても夢を離すな操られた未来君と一緒に飛び越えて交差してくストーリー今始まりに帰ろう
That's right. That's right. Oh, crap. I forgot to reset the freaking thing again. I keep forgetting to reset the thing. God damn it. Let me do it quickly. Hold on. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Hypnocast. That's right. We are live, boys. We are live. We are live. We are live. We're going to dive down the rabbit hole that is known as the internet. But before we do any of that, boys, you got to bring it in close. Let's go. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. I'm doing this while I'm resetting everything. Bring it in close. Let's go. We got a whole lot of nonsense to talk about. A lot of good stuff to talk about, actually, today. Bring it in close, ladies and gentlemen. We are live. We are live. We are live. Didn't you need to take today off to make up for yesterday? Oh, my God. Are we starting with this already? Are we starting with that? Are we starting with that already? Oh, shouldn't you be taking off because you didn't take off yesterday? You're funny. You're funny. You're funny. You're funny. Listen, bring it in. Listen, it's Monday. All right. We already don't like Mondays. Nobody likes Mondays. Can we stop the bullshit? Can today be the only day we don't do bullshit in the chat? Can today be the day? Because nobody likes Mondays, okay? Nobody likes Mondays. Everybody in the chat right now is saying they love Mondays. Let's just admit to ourselves that they're full of crap. All right? They're full of crap. And they're most likely trying to dodge some hugs, okay? They're trying to dodge some hugs. Go get them right now. Grab them by the ankles. Bring them into the circle, okay? This is the circle of love. Okay, this is the circle of joy. All right, did you not see the gayness that happened yesterday? This is the circle of love. Bring them in here. Bring them in here. Look at it. They're kicking and screaming. They're saying no. They're screaming at the top of their lungs. Don't listen to them. Never listen to them. Just bring them in here. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Listen very closely. If you guys are watching over on YouTube, like the fucking stream. Like it. Like the stream. Like the stream. If you guys are watching what happened yesterday, I missed it. Nobody tell Melody Johnson about the Alex Gay Boy clip. Nobody tell her about the Red Boy Alex clip. Don't tell her about that. If you're watching over on Rumble, like the stream. Some dumb goy says it's Friday. Stop crying about it. Not crying about it. Mondays suck. And if you're watching anywhere else right now, you are probably running away from the hugs, and that automatically makes you gay. Go like the stream. Don't let it happen to you. Boys, we got a lot we got to talk about, man. Can I get a mic check, please? Mic check, titty check, balls check. What are we checking? What are we checking today? We're going to be covering the NVIDIA story. The story that we didn't get to cover yesterday. We're going to be able to cover it today. We got some Kotaku nonsense we got to cover today. We usually don't cover Kotaku very often. But today we're going to be covering some Kotaku nonsense because why not? Why not? We also got a funny World of Warcraft story we're going to be covering today. King Dimmywing says, you know what? I want fairies and gingers. Yeah, I already know. I already knew. My new mattress sucks check. Oh my God, that sucks. That sucks. Ass plug check. Nothing running at work when I got here check. I need to see the Alex clip ASAP check. Well, it depends. Listen, it's Blue Octopussy's birthday, so let's get some cake emoji to chat. If we happen to get a red boy, if somebody wants to donate a red boy to gift to Blue Octopussy so she could get her Alex clip, by all means. But I think you're gonna have a hard time selling that, Blue. You're gonna have a hard time selling that. I'm gonna leave that up to you. Hypno makes up day off failed check. 300 tier 2s in a row check. Who are we gonna tell to chill check? Hypno is Garfield hating on Mondays check. What? Getting a new house soon check? Hey, Korean Cowboy. Congratulations, man. Congratulations on getting a new house soon. That's fucking awesome, man. This is awesome. This is awesome, man. First, DJ told us he's getting a new house. Now Korean Cowboy tells us he's getting a new house. That's awesome, man. I fucking love seeing people win. Congratulations, Korean Cowboy. Legendary, bro. Type shit check. There's a lot of that. Hypnotic works on his days off check. Oh, my God. Get a purple bed. It's amazing. Check. DSP gooning check. No Alex video check. Garnotic check. Fentanyl check. Cricks check. Empanadas check. Jesus Christ, man. Our ESG scores are at their maximum. We're fully funded, boys. Like the stream. Let's go. Let's go. All right, boys, let's do the Bigot Army roll call, man. Listen, let's see who is in the chat right now hanging out with us on this beautiful, beautiful, awful Monday. All right? It's a beautiful Monday, but it's also awful because nobody likes Mondays. Let's be real. Who is hanging out with us today on this glorious, glorious, glorious Monday, man? Let's see. Let's look through the chat. Who actually pays attention to either the notifications or who actually goes to the channel manually to ensure they are here every day or almost every day? We got Hanny. What's going on, Hanny? We got John D. Christopher Lloyd. Sargon. Melodic Method over on Rumble. Voice of the Water. Sonia Lisette. We got Lucky Boy. Mr. Melancholy. We got Korean Cowboy. We got Chicken Joe. God damn it. It is not my day off. Stop it. Stop it. We got Dietrich Connick over on Rumble. We got Christopher Lloyd. The Gaming Wolf. Ron DFK. Secret Final Boss. Oliver Adam. We got This is Sparta 9000. We got the Voice of the Water. Blue Octopus is screaming at the top of her lungs. We got Commander Sona. Faye Summer. Nick Havoc. We got Death on a Trike. We got Melody Johnson. Mr. Blue Cthulhu. 3AB. John D. Dade 404. We got, let me scroll down. Dark Dimos, he's here. We got a Kick It Danitz. We got Dark Sister Logo. Marius. Old Man Cad. Kind of here, kind of not. Kind of, sort of. We got Felsteph. We got Ra Tenebra. We got Cliff 420. We got Janarthis. We got Phone All Kaiser. We got Zalosi on Rumble. We got Oliver Adam. We got King Demon Wing. We got Air Razor X over on Rumble. Dark Tenave. We got Clip D Rice Raid Fanfics YouTube. We got Valkyrian Winter. We got, who else? Let me scroll down. Dark Exile over on Rumble. We got Matthew Watson. He says, I is here. We got, let me see, Panthra. What's going on, Panther? Not here. I'm running away. What a shame. We got Tiger King. Hating Mondays a psyop. Brother, you hate everything. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? We got Mr. Cougar 9. We got Dark Wind 25. We got Democulus over on Rumble. We got Maggie 32. We got Raza over on Rumble. All right, 4 more people. Let's go. 4 more. Then we got to get on with the show, man. We got Eternal Brandon. We got Some Dumb Goy. 200 hours in Crimson Desert. God damn. Well, I got a little bit into Chapter 9 today. I know you saw. I got a little bit into Chapter 9. So that means we got a couple of more chapters to go. And we're going to be rolling credits on the game. But there's so much side content that I have to do. But I'll do that off stream. I'll do it off stream. Weedy for Sweetie. What's going on, man? We got D. Smith. We got Moist Flip Shazam. We got Hickory Excalibur. He's here. Shout out Hickory Excalibur. Legend. We got Dark Mages. We got Beautiful Zexel. We got Too Cool Curry. We got Creators Freedom. Monkey Man 04. Full Metal 921. Joker with all the J's and 1K. Dragon Knight over on Rumble. We got Stephen Mike. Cliff 420. Pokey Race. Timothy. And last but not least, we got Frozen Dark. We got Ray the Graybeard. Chai T. With a side of Dark Lord. And with a little bit Forgotten Vet. And for dessert, we got I Am Ted Bovis. All right, boys, listen, I called out as many people as I possibly could. Let's sacrifice your fellow Bigot Army. Remember, it's a Monday, man. It's the weakest. It is the weakest money shot. Somebody kick this fucking cat. Kick this cat out. Just because we're not playing Neo 3 anymore on stream doesn't mean these annoying fucking cats could just show up and go mew. No. No, kick him. Kick him. All right, let's see. Who do we got, man? We got Voice of the Water. No Uno Reverse. Max Shields. Booty hole protected by emojis. Go down by 4. If the person doesn't defend, they admit they like sardine-flavored pigeon milk smoothies. Yes, pigeon milk is a real thing. Look it up if you don't believe me. I'd much rather not. My life was a lot better without knowing that information. And now you have told me that information, and we can never go back. We could just never go back. Thank you for that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dark Mage says to go down by 3. Booty hole protected. No Una reverse. 1, 2, 3. Voice of the Water. No Una reverse. Max Shields booty hole protected again by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Holy shit.
So let me get this straight. Right? So you thought it was going to be in your best interest to defend the annoying fucking Scampus. You thought that was the smart thing to do. And just like me in the game, when I would chase the Scampus and I would die in the water because they're annoying as shit, you defending the Scampus has now unfortunately got you felted. Even on a Monday. Listen, it might be a light money shot, but you're still getting it one way or another. Congratulations, Air Razor X. You are the recipient of the money shot today.
What the?
You got to stop protecting them damn pussycats, man. You got to stop protecting those fucking Scampuses. They're so annoying. All right, boys, listen, in all seriousness, we got a lot we got to talk about today. We're going to be covering the NVIDIA DLSS story, where apparently there was some YouTube channel that was striking every single channel that showcased the NVIDIA trailer for the NVIDIA DLSS showcase. Remember that? The DLSS 5 showcase that we were all talking about? Well, apparently they were striking many channels that had to do with it. It was all just one channel doing it, and they were striking everybody. Some major names got struck. Even Destin, former IGN, got struck. But here's the kicker. This same company was so bold in their striking of the DLSS trailer, trying to claim that trailer as their own content, that they took it one step that I've never seen a company take before. These people that was striking everybody else and claiming that DLSS 5 trailer was their own content, they decided to also strike NVIDIA for having the DLSS 5 trailer on their YouTube channel when they're the ones who made the fucking trailer. But we do have a follow-up story with that nonsense, so we're going to talk about that, ladies and gentlemen, because that was stupid. That was absolutely stupid. And I was going to talk about it yesterday, but I was like, let me give it another day, because if we give it another day, perhaps we're going to get more story. And that's exactly what happened. We got more stories, so we're going to talk about that. Hey, what's up, Camelot? What's up, Camelot? Shout out to Camelot in the chat, man. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I appreciate it. Hey, shout out to this legend. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. I saw your video today, man. Shout out to you, Camelot. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you, man. We're also going to be talking about Crimson Desert. We got some stats that came out about Crimson Desert and the amount of hours that people are playing on average with Crimson Desert. We got a hilarious video to go over with World of Warcraft, where I think every gamer can relate to what we're about to see. We also finally have a follow-up story. Do you guys remember the Overwatch 2 situation regarding Anran and how the trans people in the modern audience were so angry that Anran didn't look like a fucking beast like she did in her animated trailer, where they made her look too cute, according to them, too kawaii, too just way too cute? Well, we finally have an update, because they finally changed her art style, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to go over the art style change together. We got like a 3-minute video where they're describing the changes and why they did it. So we're going to go over that. It's good. We finally have a follow-up to that story. We also have, let's see, we got a couple of games we're going to look at. We got the Sony acquisition we got to talk about. Sony acquired another AI studio. This time it's an AI cinema studio. It's called Cinemaverse Labs. They acquired that. We got to talk about Saudi Arabia becoming one of the biggest stakes in Capcom. They increased their investment in Capcom to now becoming one of the biggest ones by far. And we got a story apparently about Peak developers that are calling out what they supposedly call, or I should say what Kotaku calls, entitled gamers. who want endless content for free. We're going to talk about that and see what the peak developers actually said versus what Kotaku is trying to say that they said. So we got a lot we got to go over, boys. But before we do any of that, listen, two things. Number one, we are trying to raise memberships in order to unlock another emoji slot because Sonia made an emoji for Gopher. And it's something that we tried to do before, but we kind of just got lazy on. We got the Gopher, boys. We're trying to bring the Gopher back to life via emoji. As you guys know, Gopher sacrificed his life to ensure that I could go super void and defeat the evil gaming journalist. He sacrificed his life. Okay. We got a Gopher emoji, but we got to unlock another slot. And it's a hell of a lot of fucking memberships because YouTube's gay. Flat out. YouTube's gay. They lock their emojis behind memberships. So anything you could do would be very beneficial. Not only that, guys, today's the day. If we get lucky, I think we're already at 624 tier 1s in a row. I think. I'm not sure. But if we get lucky today, we are going to officially hit 300 tier 2s in a row. 300. Crazy. Today will be the day. So thank you guys so much for your continued support. I appreciate it. Let's thank the people that take the extra step. The pre-stream legends, ladies and gentlemen. We got to kick it down. It's starting us off with a membership. Bro, this guy, like, he's so fast on it. It's crazy. He's so fast on it. Thank you so much to kick it down. I appreciate that, my man. And then look at this fucking guy, brother. Look at this guy. Look at this guy, bro.
Holy shit.
King Demon Wing. Bro, his profile picture gets cooler and cooler. Every single day. I swear it changes every day. King Demon Wing dropped a 50 membership ultra mega hyper banger on the chat. Jesus Christ.
Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you.
All right, boys, it's another Red Boy Hyper Banger. Let's bring the ladies in.
Holy shit.
It's a Red Boy Hyper Banger, bitches! Let's bring the ladies in!
Holy shit.
Shout out to the legend, man. Always holding it down. King Demon Wing. 50 membership hyperbanger. By the way, considering that is the first one of the stream, you already know what that means. Damn, man. King Demon Wing getting all the clips, bro. He getting all the clips. It's crazy. Dragon says time for Alex. Oh, no. No. Somebody's got to specifically summon Alex. Thank you so much, King Demon Wing. I appreciate it, brother. Mr. Melancholy with a 149 super sticker. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Marius with a 20. He says, forgot to mention it yesterday about games being announced 6 years early. I think that is an investor bait strategy. Look, we're doing Elder Scrolls 6. We will make so much money on this. What do you think? So I will say that there might be some strategy to that, perhaps, right? But I think that's more for like the studios that already don't have massive funding or investors already, right? When it comes to Bethesda doesn't have to investor bait, okay? Like they don't have to bait investors to come in and give them money. They're already having people give them money. They don't have to go out there and announce a game fucking 6 to 10 years early to try to bait investors in. They already have that, right? So I don't think it applies to companies like Bethesda, but perhaps other companies that maybe, are a little bit lightly funded, maybe they could do something like that. But yeah, I don't really think it really applies to these AAA studios that have all the funding in the world, or at least used to anyway. Maybe they're hurting. But thank you, Marius, for the 20. I appreciate it. Blue with 12 months. Holy crap, a year on my birthday. How have you put up with my insanity? Okay, something witty. I want to be a rock that's heavy metal. Jesus Christ, man. What are we doing? Happy birthday, Blue. Everybody throw some cake emojis in chat. We got Marius with the membership. Thank you, Marius. Appreciate that. Dark to Nave, 11 months. Is someone called for Sony's destruction? Maybe. Then King Demon Wing dropped another 10 membership mega banger in the chat screen. Shout out to King Demon Wing. 10 memberships is crazy, man. That's 60 memberships total. Holy shit. Thank you so much. And then Old Man Cad dropped a 5 membership banger. And the chat screen. Shout out to Old Man Cad. Thank you so much for the 5 membership banger. I appreciate it. Kicking Danitz threw another membership in there, assisting with the membership train. Thank you, Kicking Danitz. Then we got Speedy Cake for 6 months. Kotaku Nonsense or Nonsense. We never can tell. I don't think we ever will tell, sir. GraphWeb. Hold on. John D says, how many memberships are needed to unlock Gopher? I know they don't have to come in today. Just curious. Honestly, it's a lot. It's a lot because we fell behind for weeks. We weren't really focusing on it. So all the memberships we got a few weeks ago kind of like tallied off a little bit. But it's definitely in the like low hundreds, I have to imagine. I haven't checked, but I believe it's low hundreds. GraphWeb with a 2 for fuck's sakes. Hashtag cancel Disney Plus. Thank you, GraphWeb. I appreciate that. Marius with a 2. How did it feel getting clapped by a bush? Listen, did you really have to? Did you have to bring that up here? Did you have to bring that up here? Is that really necessary? There's a reason why the streams are separate, sir. All right. They're separate. So Griffcast, whatever happens at Griffcast stays at Griffcast. You understand? You understand? There's no reason to be doing this, sir. The fuck? Melodic Method with a 20 membership hyperbanger in the chat screen.
Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you.
Shout out to Melodic Method. Thank you so much for the 20 membership hyperbanger. You got to tell me what clip you want, my man. Otherwise, I'm not gonna be able to give you a clip. So let me know what clip you want, sir. I would have greatly appreciate if you tell me that. Let us go over to Rumble in the meantime. Thank you, Melodic Method. Thank you. Crazy, man. Holy shit. Rumble, what do we got, man? Draconic with the membership over on Rumble. Thank you. I appreciate that. And then we got, let's see, let me scroll down. We got Draconic with $1 says, not mentioning the bush. This ain't Vegas. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Blue Octopus says, please, Alex, need to grace my eye holes. Well, that's up to Melodic Method. Oh, he said, always Warhammer girls. I'm sorry, Blue. I know it's your birthday. I'm sorry. But he said, always Warhammer girls. Let's go.
All right, boys, we have another Red Boy Hyper Banger. Let's bring the ladies in.
Shout out to Melodic Method again. Thank you so much. I appreciate the 20 membership hyperbanger. I think that Blue might be a little bit sad, but that's okay. Warhammer Girls is legendary. Hey, Lockwire for 5 months says, I'm only here for the Hypnotic. You know, it's getting ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous. All right, boys, listen, we are fully caught up. Thank you guys so much for the insane support. Pre-stream legends. We're getting very, very close to officially hitting 300 tier 2s in a row. Once we do, I got a special little 300 celebration clip to play. So thank you guys so much. If we do hit it, that would be insane. Guys, let's go. Let's get into the content. First things first, we're going to look at... Let's cover the Overwatch story, because the Overwatch story is fucking ridiculous. And we have a video, so I kind of want to go over it. Hypno 7 bushes. What? Come on, man. All right, guys, listen. So if you guys don't remember, there was a story around Overwatch and the character Anran. And the character Anran was revealed in the game, finally, where she was initially only just in the animated short that they had for Overwatch. And the animated short, Anran looked terrible. Anran looked ugly as hell. Anran looked exactly like you were imagined with the modern audience. However, Overwatch has been changing its tune because, well, they got destroyed by Marvel Rivals, and they were forced to change their tune in order to start getting their player base back. So they promised to make interesting, sexy characters again. They started introducing skins that some may even call sexy gooner skins. They started doing all these things to try to bring people back because, well, their entire identity was basically virtue signaling to everybody, you know, everybody and their mother who loves the ugly stuff. Let's just put it like that. So what ended up happening was they ended up releasing the character Anran, And you can see the comparison picture here, and we're going to look at the video. I got to be real with you. I don't think they changed much at all. I don't know, like, aside from making her look bitchy, I don't think they changed anything in the slightest. But again, I haven't been able to see much of the reaction from the modern audience, but we're going to look at the video describing what's going on. Now, what they did was they definitely slimmed out her face. If you can see here, her face was a little bit chunky over, especially in the cheeks on the left. And then over here, they slimmed out the face and they gave her like these raised eyebrows. You know, they focused on the eyebrows and the mouth and gave her like this bitchy, resting bitch face, basically. They called it a confident pose, but we all know that's not the case. So, with all that being said, let's go over the video from the game director as he explains what they did to change Onron and to make all the activists happy. Because that's really what it's about. All the activists being happy. And if anything, it's really about making the voice actress happy because she's the one that really started this whole movement. I don't think the character's ugly at all. Personally, I don't think they made Onron ugly at all. I think they made her just look slimmer in the face. But anyway, let's see how he describes it, and then we'll kind of go from there. Here we go.
Hi, we're nearing the end of season 1, and we're so excited by players' response to everything that was in it, including 5 new heroes. And just last week, we teased Hero 51, who will be coming in season 2.
He's talking about Carmelita. Do you guys remember Carmelita? We talked about it the other day. Carmelita is the what the internet is dubbing legally distinct Cammy. Overwatch introduced a female, basically brown-skinned Cammy from Street Fighter. That's who he's talking about. He's talking about Carmelita. We don't actually know her name. Her name is Hero 51 right now, but we're just gonna call her. Listen, man. Instead of calling her Cammy, she is Carmelita. Okay, that's her name. Anyway, let's go.
I wanted to take a moment to share the updated version of Onron's in-game look. We want our heroes to feel unique, but we also want their visuals to match their personality. And we feel like we didn't quite land that when Onron first released. We think.
Do you think that they really believed that they didn't quite land that, or do you think that they were forced into changing it because activists were unhappy? I really hate when developers are like, we feel like we really didn't land that. We feel like we really didn't, hit the mark with what our original plan was. Motherfucker, you know exactly what your plan was. All right. You know exactly what you wanted to do. You want to know why I know you know exactly what you wanted to do? Is because the difference is so slight between the character models that you can clearly see that your original design absolutely was what you intended. It's just unfortunately for you, the activists were not very happy. And I gotta imagine that they're probably not going to be happy with this either. Because the character, they really wanted the character to be trans. That's really what they want. Because if you guys don't remember what Onron looks like in the animated short, I'll pull it up in a second. It looks nothing like this. Onron looks nothing like this, right? I could see what they did. They slimmed out the face. They arched the eyebrows a little bit. They gave the eyes. The eyes are a little bit smaller. They're more distinct. She's got this stare to her. She's got her lips puckered a little bit in a resting bitch face. That's basically what it is. But here, let's continue.
She could come across older and that her original version was too innocent and playful. Onron is confident, determined, fierce, and a natural-born leader, and we want her visuals in-game to convey that personality. So we made some adjustments to...
Really quick, before we continue this video here, I'm going to show you guys the difference. I'm going to show you the animated, just as a reference. This is Onron in the animated Overwatch video, and this is what they came out with in the game. It's very clear that they wanted to go back on whatever the fuck this was, and they didn't want to release this in the game. So they ended up releasing this, and people were pissed. They were pissed because they're like, well, we want her to look like this. We want her to look, more manly. We want her to look more gender ambiguous or whatever the case may be, right? And it's funny because they gaslit people and they were like, well, it's not about her being ugly or not. It's about her being fierce and having, the personality. So now the developers are trying to utilize that as a means to not uglify the character, but to say, hey, we made her essentially more fierce. We made her more, her personality shines through now. Yeah, I don't think they're going to be happy with this. I would be shocked if they are happy with this. But you never know. I mean, these people, they simp for Overwatch pretty hard. So who really knows? All right, let's continue the video and see what he's got to say. Let me back it up a little bit.
Convey that personality. So we made some adjustments to her face. We focused on her eyes, eyebrows, and mouth. And we moved away from that baby face look and expression to something more sincere and more mature. And even something like a simple posture change can help Onron feel, well, more like Onron. We're really happy.
Why does he talk like that? Why does he talk like he's talking to 5-year-olds? Is anybody else annoyed by that? I understand that this is like a modern day corporate speak, but my God, bro, like he's talking to you, the viewer, as if he's talking to his fucking child, bro. He's like, oh, don't you guys, listen. We really like Onron. Come on, little kids. We like Onron. And just something as simple as a posture change can really make a big difference, kids. It's like, brother, are we serious right now? Like, why are you talking like this? But anyway, I understand why they do it. I just fucking hate it. I really fucking hate it. It's like, talk to me like an adult, please, for the love of God. Don't talk to me like I'm a child. And I understand the joke is that he's talking to Overwatch players, so they're basically like children. I see your comments. I understand that. I get the joke, but still, it's like it's very annoying, man.
Onron. We're really happy with the way these changes turned out, and also that she has a closer resemblance to her brother Wu Yang.
You know what's funny? Nobody ever has any complaint about the male characters. When they introduced Wu Yang, everybody was like, oh, Wu Yang is so good looking, right? People were gooning over Wu Yang. They were going crazy over Wu Yang. Nobody ever said a single thing because they never do, right? If it's the male characters, they could be as jacked as they want to be. They could be as good looking as they want to be. Nope, nobody is ever going to say a word. But when it comes to the females, it's like, no, he's got to have an Adam's apple. It's just, it's terrible.
We have 5 more heroes coming this year, and we want all of them to feel true to who they are. Going through this process has really helped the team dial in this next set of heroes.
Yeah,
so
you know what that means, right? Help the team dial in the next set of heroes. You know what that means? That means that anything that's even remotely ideologically driven has to be shown exactly the way that it was. And they're going to have a hard time turning it into the cutified character that they did with Onron. Guaranteed.
Keep sharing your thoughts and enjoy season 2 when it launches on April 14th.
Listen, I think that this was the expected outcome. I also am very shocked. I'll say this. I'm going to say this, okay? I was wrong. I know. People think I don't say that. I was wrong. I thought for a fact that they were going to make this bitch ugly. I really did. I thought that they were going to make her look exactly like the animated short, and they did not. All they did was basically slim it out a little bit and give her resting bitch face. That's all they did. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like this character is ugly. You know what I'm saying? So I am very, very, very shocked, and I really want to know if this is going to make them happy. I wonder if we could get, let me see. I want to see if we could get any reactions really, really quick. Hold on. You can't tell? Well, because it's an extremely subtle change. A very, very subtle change. And I truly thought that they were going to go above and beyond to just make her like the animated short. So in this scenario, I absolutely was 100% wrong. Let's see if anybody's talking about it on the forums in Steam. I doubt it, but let's see. Hold on. I haven't been to the forums basically since all this started. Let's see. Overwatch. Let's see. Taking ages to load. Ping problem. Fire a dev. What? Disconnected. With no. So nobody's talking about it. Nobody's talking about it. And this video was released today. This video was released 3 hours ago today. It's already got 700,000 views. Nobody's talking about it on Steam. So I got to imagine that they're trying to figure out whether or not they want to be angry at this or not. I think what's happening is they're waiting to see what the voice actress says. They're probably waiting to see what the voice actress says before people pretend to be angry. Because here's the thing. Nobody cared about Anran's looks before the voice actress started a crusade against Anran. Nobody cared. Because remember we checked the Steam forums and nobody was talking about it. Nobody cared. But then the voice actress went viral making that video and suddenly everybody's talking about it. Right? So I think what they're doing is nobody cares. They're waiting for another viral video from the voice actress. And if she says she's happy or mad with it, then they're going to go whichever way they're going to go. But I think at this point, the voice actress is probably going to say she's happy with it because I don't really think she wants to smoke anymore. I think after the first viral iteration, I think she's pretty much over it. Who the fuck cares about the voice actress? Well, apparently they did because they changed the fucking character, even if it's slight. They changed the character because of what she did. So we can't sit here and be like, who the fuck cares about the voice actress? Because, well, clearly Blizzard did, you know? So in any case, I'll keep an eye out and see if she does actually say anything, but I'm not really expecting her to say anything bad about this. I think she's just going to be like, yep, I'm okay with it. It looks good. This is our Anran. You know, she's got our personality. We're happy. We could play the game and see ourselves again. All this fucking cringe nonsense. That's what's going to happen. Giving voice actors too much power. Well, I mean, they love to give voice actors power. I don't know why. Voice actors have a lot of power in this industry. So if nothing happens, it was staged. Maybe. I don't really think it was staged, to be honest with you. But maybe. So we'll see what happens. I'll follow up with it from there. And it's just another ridiculous story. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Better yet. What are the comments saying? I'm so stupid. What are the comments saying over on Twitter? Hold on. Okay, so Overwatch posted a bunch of pictures showing exactly what they changed, which again is like very, very minimal. We're really happy with the way Anran's personality is coming through with these changes. And personally, I'm encouraged by what the team can accomplish when players advocate for our game. All right. This is funny. This is funny. Like, same kid, just change the shirt. Like, hey, it's different. It's different. You can't say it's not different. Oh man. Yeah. I'm so glad I checked this. I'm so glad. She didn't need to change what we doing. A toothpick changes everything. No, man. What are we doing? Actually, this is probably the most accurate one. This is probably the most accurate one by far. God, she looks so much better. Brother, they barely did anything. We like to share the updated look. The updated look. Same shirt. When you have to make a series of graphics to point out what you changed, you should have just left it alone. Poor Blizzard, wasting time all over the place. That's true. That's true. If you really changed the character to a point where people could actually notice, you wouldn't need all of these pictures with all these graphics showing these little pinpointed locations of what you changed. Because realistically, you didn't fucking change anything. Why is Aaron Keller trying to beat Jeff Kaplan? He stole his pitch and his cadence when speaking. I don't like Kaplan, but damn, is there anyone authentic that works at Blizzard anymore? She looks so much better. Love the brows. Nice. This looks awesome. Happy with the way that it turned out. What was the point of a change if he barely did anything? And there were seriously people who interpreted this whole thing as making her ugly and making the game woke. These people are proven wrong yet again. Not gonna lie, he's right. We were proven wrong about the making her ugly thing. But to be fair, we also didn't think that they would do almost basically nothing. You know what I mean? And clearly, people are not happy. There are some people that are not happy. Way better. Actually looks older and not like a younger sister, which she is not. So much better. She's still cute. I feel like her nose could have been stronger. Like her cinematic appearance. I like the word stronger. Like, oh, you could have made her nose stronger. What do you mean? What do you mean? Make her nose more manly? Is that what you're looking for? Reminds me of this. In 1999, Japan redesigned its flag. I love this. I love this so fucking much, man. The games need like 20 different changes, but we're changing Anran's face. The team says stronger presence. We're all waiting for Anran to actually feel dangerous, not just look it. You guys did her justice. That's really nice. Can we buff the gameplay while we're at it? She looks a lot better. So it looks like it's probably like a 70-30 split. People are happy 70%, 30% are unhappy. Whatever, that's fine. Regardless, this is an interesting situation. Oh my god, bro, this is the best. This is the best picture. Regardless, this situation was pretty shocking. So we'll see if they choose to double down and just let it be, or what happens from here. But regardless, the on-run situation has finally come to a close, or at least I hope a close at this point. So we'll see. All right, really quick. Let's catch up on supers. We got Forgotten Vet with the membership. Thank you, Forgotten Vet. I appreciate that, brother. Very, very much. And then we got T-Jab with 1842. And this is tier 2 officially. Uwu is unlocked for the 300th time in a row. Sonia, you know what to do. Shout out to every single one of you, ladies and gentlemen. We hit 624 tier 1s in a row and 300 tier 2s in a row, boys. 300 tier 2s in a row. Shout out to you guys. 300 tier 2s in a row. That's crazy, man. That is crazy. Thank you guys so much for the insane support every single day. I appreciate that. Adair Soto, what a 5. When you look at nothing has changed, completely waste of resources for a phase. God, I hate these developers and the activist people. True. True. Hold on. Tiger King says, where is the fan service? All right, guys. Tiger King wants fan service for hitting 300 tier 2s in a row. Okay. Okay, I got you. I got you. Fan service it is, no problem. I think it's fair. I think it's a fair request. 300 is no joke. It is no joke whatsoever. No joke whatsoever. I agree. I agree.
All right, this is the last one. This is the last one.
I hypnotic, cha-cha-cha, hypno, yes, oi. Big Swan Beefy, man.
Can't give it all away for free. There's your fan service, Tiger King. There's your fan service, my good man. That's a good recommendation. I appreciate that, man. Shout out to you, Tiger King. Secret Final Boss, what a 5. I have one word, no 2 words to describe the on-run design. Change, placebo, and homeopathic. I think placebo is the best way to describe that change. 100%. I really do. I think that is the equivalent of like the online placebo effect. I really think that's exactly what it is. Shout out Secret Final Boss. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Let me check over on Rumble. Then we're going to continue. Teacher Conic with a membership. Thank you, my man. I appreciate that. And then Deadeye's Lock for $1 says her cups remain the same, but the Rihanna face expression, though. True. That's true. She does have that kind of expression, like bitch face. I'm telling you. Yamato with a 2. A better change was Hypno going from white to black. What? Excuse me. What are we talking about now? Why are you so gay? All right, really quick. Gifted Games. We got some gifted games. We got to go over. Let's go over some gifted games. People going crazy right now. So let's see what's going on. I heard a couple of notifications. I'm scared. Here we go. JR says for when you're done at Home Depot for the day. Oh.
Holy shit.
Wow. He gifted Mouse PI for a higher digital deluxe edition. Oh my God. I was going to make a post tonight too over on Griffcast. I still am. I'm going to make a post for you guys to decide whether or not you want Pragmata or Mouse PI for hire. I mean, I officially have both now. Shout out to JR, man. Holy shit. I'm excited as hell for this game. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That is legendary. Flip Shazam says, I'm not sure how this will turn out, but I figured you can't turn down Jesus if he comes with a weird pirate game. Wait, what? I Am Jesus Christ and Out of Reach? It's a bundle that includes I Am Jesus Christ and Out of Reach? What the fuck is Out of Reach? I never heard of this game. What? Wait, why is a Jesus game being bundled with a pirate game? I'm so confused right now. I guess must be same developer. Shout out to Flip Shazam. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it, man. I can't believe I have I Am Jesus Christ now. What the fuck is this game? As remained. All right, boys. One's in the chat. If you want Hypnotic to prove he can handle being an e-girl streamer on the internet, dealing with harassment and cyberstalking, hacked the streamer. You are blackmailed and hacked the streamer. Investigate clues, make impactful decisions, and shape your story to uncover the culprit in this thrilling interactive movie, The Fate of Pinkie Pie. A fan favorite streamer is... Who the fuck is Pinkie Pie? A fan favorite streamer is in your hands. Who the fuck is Pinkie Pie? Is that a real streamer? This can't be real. Is it real? Is this a real streamer? Who is this? Pinkie Pie. That can't be a real streamer. That's got to be like a fake pseudonym. That's got to be a fake name, right? What the fuck is this game? Hold on. Wait a second. What the fuck is that game? Is this real? Hold on. Hacked. Oh my God. It's a real game. Hold on. What the fuck is this? Give me a second. What is this? What is this?
Hi everyone. Welcome to my stream.
Is there going to be porn in this? I doubt it. I have the NSFW turned off on Steam, so probably not.
My name is Pinkie Pie, as you know, and I hope everyone's doing well. I got the sponsorship because I feel wonderful today. We'll do something different today to honor the sponsorship. You guys are going to choose what we'll play. Bannerlord? Or Animal Agent?
Bro, what the fuck is this? Is this a legit video game or is this like an advertisement? Did this person make this video game the most bare bone, basic, interactive video game they possibly can just to promote themselves as a streamer? I don't understand. Like, who is this?
3, 2, 1.
Oh God, the chat's loaded.
Oh my God, bro. That was her nudes. What the fuck, bro? What did you send me?
Give me a fucking break, dude.
Whoa. Skip.
Fucking dickhead wants 50,000 from me. That was the money for my mom. What? Please don't act like you don't know anything right now.
Brother, this ain't a video game, bro. This ain't a video game. You just sent me. You just said, I don't know what you just sent me, but this is just a girl trying to promote her fucking stream. Yamato says you're playing as the viewer giving her super chats. Brother. She made a video game. If this is the real streamer, she made a video game of herself so that she could convince people to give her money on all her real streams. This is crazy. What the fuck is this, man? There's no nudity, dude. It's a choose your own adventure game. I don't give a fuck. I just very careful when it comes to the trailer because again, YouTube's gay. Yeah, it's an interactive movie game. Exactly. That's exactly what it is. It's real. It has reviews on Steam. I'm not saying the game is not real. I'm saying that the reason for its existence is not to make a fun video game. The reason for its existence is so that it can promote the streamer. That's all. The reviews, I'm seeing the reviews, mostly positive. Real life B-side? Yeah, basically, real life B-side, exactly. Thank you, Azermain. I appreciate it. That's got to be one of the strangest gifts I think I've ever gotten. And I've got some strange gifts, man. What the fuck is this? Hold on, Demon Carol. What the fuck is this? Some fairly dark humor. It's not a dating sim. It's a rejection sim. Class of 09. This is the anti-visual novel. Instead of playing as some guy magically able to score with beautiful anime girls, you play the anime girl and create mass chaos in the lives of your potential suitors. Earnest comedy, social accuracy, and late 2000s aesthetic awaits you in Class of 09. Why does this sound actually pretty funny? That's a dark game. Is it a dark game? What, did the girls cause like the death of so many men or something? Is that what it is? That's legit good and fun. Okay, I'll take your word for it. Thank you, Demon Carol. I appreciate that. Crazy bastard. Watch the trailer. No, we got to keep going. But thank you, Demon Carol. All right. Let me check Rumble really quick, and then we're going to continue. I don't think anything came in on Rumble. No. Okay, thank you, Rumble. I appreciate it. Oh, wait, we got a couple on YouTube. Radio Chimp with a 2 says for the win. Thank you, Radio Chimp. Appreciate you, man. Melodic Method with a 10. Hypno, hats off to you for having the energy to do the show today. Being jumped by a bush and finished off twice must be exhausting. Is that really necessary? Again, is that really necessary? Melodic Method? Is that really necessary, sir? Thank you for the 10. Speedy Cake with a 5. The Overwatch memes remind me of the Daniel versus Cooler Daniel meme. They're great. The memes are actually really good. I was surprised. I didn't actually look at the memes. They're top tier. As expected. All right. Let's get into the next bit of content, boys. Let's X this out. We got an interesting video I want to go over. So there's a video going around. And this is kind of like whatever. This is like, I think this is Newsom's wife. If I'm not mistaken, you guys could correct me. But there's a video of Newsom's wife going around, essentially trying to say that men that are active online are essentially going to become right-wing or something. And that how that needs to change, basically. Like essentially tying it to like gamers and stuff like that. Like if you're online, that essentially transitions you to become right wing, and that's not acceptable. We can't have that kind of a thing. Yeah, that's Newsom's wife, right? Yeah. She wants to censor the internet. Yeah, I want to see this video clip. It's going around right now. And see exactly what's going on. Archangelus with a 2. I said you wasn't gonna live it down. Got bushed, brother. Let me be. All right, here we go.
Boys, we all know, I think, or increasingly are realizing that boys are moving.
You notice how she phrases boys? You notice how she focuses on the word boys? Because she's trying to make it seem as if there's no way a man can ever be anything other than a left-wing fucking male feminist soy boy. That's basically it. So it's a way, women do this all the time. It's a way to try to like emasculate you. She's like, boys, only boys do this. Only boys are online and moving to the right. It's so gay. It's so gay.
Away from sort of the more progressive boys that spend time online are moving a little bit.
Bitch, you can't fucking speak. How the fuck are these people, public figures, making insane amount of money with all the political power in the world, and you can't fucking speak? Lady, how is that possible? Seriously, you have YouTubers that can speak better than you, and they're just fucking people in their rooms, in their basements. What the fuck is going on? Is your brain not wired up?
I'm trying not to be political here, but are moving to the right. And
I'm trying not to be political here, but I'm going to mention something political. But trust me, I'm trying not to be political, even though the first thing I mentioned was progressive, and the second thing I just mentioned was right wing. But I'm not trying to be political, boys. Trust me. Trust me on that.
moving to the right, and being sort of influenced by the Andrew Tates and some of that sort of alt-right socialization online that we know is very, very dangerous. My husband and I were alarmed.
Andrew fucking Tate? People still talk about Andrew fucking Tate? It's so insane how they try to, they take some of the more prominent figures, whether it's through being famous or infamous, whatever. I would say Andrew Tate is probably infamous at this point. But they take those people and they try to make them the norm against anything that they ideologically disagree with. It's like, what the fuck does that, what does that mean? What does any of that mean? So you mean to tell me people that are online, boys, as she said, online, what are they all listening to Andrew Tate? Are you kidding me? The fuck this, like, that's obviously not true.
My husband and I were alarmed when our kids were watching sports online, and my son knew about Andrew Tate and thought he was pretty cool, and thought that his Republican grandfather, who's
oh shit, felt it. Oh no. Your son found Andrew Tate and he was like, I think he's cool. Oh, dude. Okay, dude, you know that for a liberal white woman, even if it wasn't Andrew Tate, it could have been anybody. It could have been like, I don't know, think of whatever political figure. It could have been anybody. You know that this liberal white woman on the inside of her soul just like burned alive the moment he said, oh yeah, I like Andrew Tate. Oh man, that is not having it. That is not having it. Is it this old? I don't know. This is the first time I'm seeing it.
Not a Trumper, but a fiscal conservative, thought that my father would like Andrew Tate. So that's scary.
Oh, and her dad is a Republican? Oh my God, she's getting felted on both ends. So wait, her son knows of right-wing figures, as she likes to say, and her own father is a fiscal Republican too. Oh my God. You're just getting it from all sides. Damn, lady.
We're like one of the most progressive households, and our son is confused and asking all these questions.
Why is he confused? Whoa, what the fuck? What the fuck is this, brother? Did I just unlock the secret behind the Matrix? All I did was press pause. What's going on here? Oh my God, she's not real. She's not real.
Holy shit.
She's not real. Bro, all I did was pause. What the fuck is going on here? That's scary. That's her demon form? Yeah, that looks like her demon form. AI detected, probably. No, apparently this is a clip from a certain interview that she had. But in any case, how exactly is her son confused? You know what I mean? Like, I'd love that people, again, I don't care if you're left wing or right wing. I have a lot of left wing people that watch this show, ironically. I also have some right wing people that watch the show too. I don't give a fuck about your politics. I only want to know if you like video games or not, if you want to talk about them. That's all I care about. But what I don't like is when people try to pass off their own personal opinions as the only way to live and the facts of the universe. The moment you try to do that, I'm going to consider you to be a narcissist, and you could go fuck off. Right off the bat. Like when you try to pass off your opinions as like you are the lead of the universe, and there's no way you could be wrong, and everybody else is confused because they don't think like you. You're a fucking narcissist. You could go fuck off. That's how I feel about a lot of this shit. But regardless, Andrew Tate is over. Yeah, I don't watch Andrew Tate, so I don't even know if he's relevant still or not.
Asking all
But,
these
yeah.
questions. We're working on legislation to hold tech companies accountable and help them be a force for good in our kids and families.
They're working on legislation to have tech companies be held accountable for their children discovering differences of opinion that they actually agree with. Boys, wow. Wow. So she wants to use the legislative system to force tech companies to censor content that she doesn't want her particular family, kids, whatever, seeing. Political opinions that they disagree with, whatever the case may be. Yeah, they basically want to be a hive mind. That's incredible. Why am I not surprised? Yeah, it's a communist. It is a communist mindset. Why am I not surprised?
Families' lives, to really provide all the best in class resources and support for youth so that they don't go down this rabbit hole of very, very dangerous and limiting narratives around ultimately what it means to be a girl and what it means to be a boy. We owe it to them and ourselves to kind of.
So for them, in their mind, I guess they believe that only the official resources that they consider to be justified is the only ones that they're allowed to be promoted all throughout, I guess, their state, right? In California, I suppose, because they want to legislate this. I don't even think she understands what the fuck she's talking about. I really don't. I feel like this is coming from a place of I feel this way, thus it is this way. And I understand that a lot of liberal thinking tends to be more emotional. But even so, I think liberal women take it to a whole nother level, right? Like they take it to, well, I feel like this is the right thing to do. Yeah, just because you feel like it's the right thing to do doesn't mean that it is actually the right thing to do. She needs to be censored. Oh, no, that could never happen. That could never happen. It's rules for thee, not for me. It can never happen.
This gift of modern technology, but curb it to be a force for good. I mean, look, the government.
Censor it. Yeah, she wants to censor it. She doesn't like the technology allows people to be able to have a free-flowing amount of information, which, by the way, keep in mind, Google and search engines like Google, they censor content already. It's already censored, right? There's a lot of content that's already censored to this day. But even with all the censored content, there's still a free flow of information that is available to the average person that these kind of psychopaths don't like. Right. And I want to tie it to gaming because it really does tie to gaming, right? When she's talking about boys on the internet doing, finding things, whatever, they always call people who don't agree with whatever the bullshit is in modern gaming. They call them alt-right all the time, even if they're not actually alt-right, even if they're not actually right-wing in general, which I know a lot of people who get called right-wing that are actually not right-wing, but they don't care about whether you're actually right-wing or not. What it is that alt-right allows them to label you as something that immediately makes you the enemy to their particular side. So it makes it easy for them to label the wrong thinkers from the right thinkers. Well, in their mind, whatever they think the right thinkers are. So it's their way of labeling you so they could just say, yep, that's a wrong thinker. Okay, label him all right. Got it. That's all it is. Nothing more, nothing less. It's not about accuracy. It's not about somebody actually being a right winger or left winger or fuck winger. It doesn't matter. They don't care about that. It's just labeling you so that it gives them an excuse to do the next step that they want to do, which is either cancel you or, as we saw with Charlie Kirk, fucking kill you. One of the two. One of the two is going to happen, right?
We have 3 more years. We're trying to institutionalize our values so that they carry on beyond our term.
Jesus Christ, they're trying to institutionalize and use the legislative system to carry on their will after their term. That sounds fairly interesting, madam. That sounds fairly interesting. So you want your rules and regulations and your mindset to carry past your term, even when you're not in office. That's definitely interesting. Stalin would be proud. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Seriously. And keep in mind, a lot of this probably came from and started from her child simply saying, "I like Andrew Tate." Pretty interesting, boys. Pretty interesting. Anyway, so I saw this video going around. I don't know if it's old. I don't know if it's new. Whatever. The point is that this is stuff that gets said all the time in gaming, literally all the time. It's sickening, right? It's sickening. Like I really am over it. I hate this shit. It's tiring. The amount of people that do this kind of nonsense. And then the sad thing is that this stuff gets picked up and eaten up by all the fake ass accounts in the gaming industry that push for certain what you could call political agendas or whatever. It doesn't matter. Like they push for this nonsense and they pick this stuff up and they spread it around as if it's gospel. And they just anybody who says, hey, that sounds a little dumb, you can't even question it slightly. You can't even say, oh, I agree with 80% of it, but that 20%, I'm not really with it. You can't do that. You got to be 100% with it or you are alt-right. Plain and simple. Doesn't matter. You are alt-right if you even slightly pivot away or disagree or whatever. Or if you try to have a nuanced conversation, you can't have it. It's like you're alt-right immediately. It doesn't matter whether you're actually right-wing or not. You're alt-right and we hate you and you should die. That's essentially how they treat it. That's essentially how they treat it. Can really see this joke tucking into a plate of jerky. The fuck? Like J.K. Rowling. Exactly. You know, J.K. Rowling is probably the best example of exactly what I just said. You know, anytime, it's so funny, man. Anytime people bring up Harry Potter and they talk about all the fucking DEI changes that are happening in the TV show, or even before that, right? Because a lot of the conversation around DEI with Harry Potter was brought up during The Cursed Child. Because I don't know if you guys are aware, but in the Broadway play for The Cursed Child, they race swapped Hermione. Hermione's black. She's been black for a long time in the Harry Potter and the Cursed Child Broadway play, right? So there was a lot of conversation around that particular nonsense and DEI and everything like that. And people would always say, they would say, is J.K. Rowling happy with this? Does J.K. Rowling agree with this? And this is when I always have to bring up the fact that, guys, J.K. Rowling is literally a fucking progressive psychopath. The only reason why the progressives hate her or want to cancel her or sometimes even kill her is because she's against one particular part of their ideology. She's against one particular part of their ideology, and that is trans women or trans men in women's spaces. That is the one thing that she's against, and that's all it took for them to drop her. That's all it took. That one fucking thing, and they drop her. But other than that, she's with everything else, brother. She's with the fucking representation nonsense, DEI nonsense, making things lame and gay. She does it all the time. She does it all the time. So these people have this idea that J.K. Rowling is this fucking base chud, you know, but she's not this base chud. She's a fucking progressive that happens to disagree on one major thing that her party has an NPC download saying that they cannot disagree with. Otherwise, you're excommunicated from the cult, and that's what happened to her. Now, lucky for her, she's fucking massively wealthy, and it doesn't matter. But again, it's one of those situations. So that happens all the time. But in any case, I saw this video. I thought it was interesting, and it just kind of just reminds me of the nonsense that we're going through every single day in the gaming industry with particular people and what they view as wrong thing, right thing, whatever. It's dumb. It's boring. It is truly, truly pathetic. But that's just what we got to deal with. Yeah, exactly. You must be in lockstep or else. Yeah, there's no way you can't be in lockstep. You have to be. We got, let me see. Demon Carol with a 2. If she's what's left, I'll stay right. Fair enough. Darius Holton with a 10 did not want to get involved in politics. They got involved in our video games, and now here we are. And this lady does not care regulation. She just wants to use that to control people's free speech. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that 100%. 100%. Unfortunately, that's just the state of, I was going to say the state of our industry, but truth be told, it's the state of the world. because as we mentioned so many times, social media has brought clout to politics. And now that there's clout to politics, you're going to have everybody under the sun pretending like they care about politics and utilizing it to try to get whatever they can from it. That's just what it is. Clout came to politics with social media, and is not going to leave anytime soon. Speedy Cake with a 5 gasp. Oh no, someone took the wool from my son's eyes that we put there on purpose. Now allow us to change the law to stop that from happening again. Yeah, it's kind of sad, right? it's kind of sad, but it is what it is. Thank you, Speedy Cake. I appreciate that, brother, for the 5. Let me check Rumble really quick. I don't think anything came in on Rumble, but I just want to check. I think we're good. We are good. All right. Thank you, guys. Let's get into the next topic. You think the Bigot Army is more diverse and inclusive? Oh, bro, there's so many different kind of people that watch this show. It's insane. That's why I don't take anything seriously anybody says about the people that watch the show. Because you're going to have all the kind of typical people say that the only people that watch the show are right-wing incels or alt-right people or people like all kinds of shit. The amount of different people that I've talked to in this particular group that watches this show, it is vast. It is vast. We got furries in here. Well, I don't know about that. I don't want to know about that. But I know we got a lot of gays, okay? We got a lot of gays. And in my opinion, we got the prime gay, okay? We got the prime gay. That counts for a lot of diversity points, all right? Denarier counts for a lot of points. He is the prime gay, all right? They call him the Optimus gay. That is how prime he is, okay? So we have him. That counts for a lot. Exactly. Yes, Queen. Yes. We also have Toxin. Toxin is our diversity gooner. Okay? He is our diversity gooner. He is the prime goon. All right? We got Optimus Gay, which is Denarier, and then we got Optimus Goon, which is Toxin. Right, exactly. Yeah, he's the alpha goon. You can call him whatever you want. That's what he is. That's what he is. All right, let's continue, boys. Let's talk about this funny story, man. Okay, so I'm gonna cover the Nvidia stuff. Man, this story, guys, I gotta be real with you. I've heard some really stupid shit covering the gaming industry. I've heard some really stupid shit covering entertainment as a whole. But oh my God, this has to be probably the dumbest story I think I've seen in a very, 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 very long time. Okay. So here's a little backstory. And I'm glad I waited a day before I covered it because we have a resolution to this. But here's a backstory. Okay. So there's an Italian television channel called LA7. Okay. This channel has been striking YouTubers that have been utilizing the DLSS 5 trailer. All right, you guys remember the trailer? We reacted to the trailer. I made a video on the trailer, all that stuff, okay? They've been striking channels left and right, claiming that this trailer is their own, all because they themselves use this trailer in one of their own videos, and now they are striking all the channels that use the same trailer as if it's their own. It's fucking insane, right? It's just unheard of. All it does is prove that the YouTube copyright system is completely and utterly fucked. In every way that it could possibly be fucked, it's fucked, right? But we all know that. So they've been striking people left and right, all right? They struck Destin. They struck a lot of people, right? They struck a lot of prominent people. But they decided to take their retardation to the literal maximum level that I think I've ever seen retardation reach. This is the highest level that I've ever seen this happen, okay? These motherfuckers decided to strike NVIDIA's own YouTube channel on their own DLSS 5 trailer where they announced NVIDIA DLSS 5. NVIDIA got copyright struck by the LA7 YouTube channel for their own trailer and got it taken down. That is how far we have gone into like next level retardation. You know, I can't even imagine what the appeal must have looked like. Can you imagine NVIDIA responding to the copyright strike from LA7 and saying, hey, you guys copyright struck us, but you're copyright striking us for content that we literally fucking own? Like, how are you copyright striking us for content we own? Like, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing? So this has to be, and again, I don't know, bro, I've seen so many stupid things on YouTube copyright, but this has to be the literal, like, prime example of how broken this system is, right? Is this YouTube's AI? No, it's not YouTube's AI. It was LA7 striking people. It was them striking people. So I'll tell you this. Here's my conspiracy about this. All right. You guys can tell me if I'm right or wrong or whatever. It's up to you. So I don't know if you guys are aware, but in the YouTube studio, you have the ability to see when somebody uses your content or when YouTube assumes that somebody uses your content, right? It'll be essentially put in a specific pool where it shows you all the videos that people have used your particular clips for an extended period of time. And then it kind of gives you the means to essentially either file a copyright or dismiss it or whatever the case would be. It's built into the studio and you can see it. It's very easy. It is in my belief that whoever is behind LA7, whoever's running the channel, was in that particular section of the YouTube studio and was getting 1 million notifications about the DLSS 5 trailer because they themselves used the same DLSS 5 trailer that everybody was using. This was a viral story, right? It was a viral story, so it was going everywhere. So naturally, you're going to get a fucking metric fuck ton of notifications about DLSS 5. And it's going to be, hey, somebody's using your clip or whatever, because YouTube's going to think it's your clip because you made a video showing exactly that. YouTube can't decipher that you were reacting to a video that somebody else owns. You get what I'm saying? So I got a ton of notifications personally for DLSS 5 when I did a video on it. I got a ton of notifications, right? Obviously, I didn't copyright strike anyone because that's dumb. I don't own the content. But it's in my belief that whoever's behind LA7 either doesn't know what they're doing or they thought they could get away with it. This is like a massive money scam, because here's what they do. They would copyright strike these channels, and depending on whether or not they want to copyright strike them to bring it down or copyright strike them in order to take money from them, whatever it may be, I think that this is probably not their first time doing it. I think I'm more inclined to believe that whoever's behind the account is doing it to be malicious, obviously. I don't think it's some random newbie who found that section of the YouTube studio and thought, oh, so I guess I'm just supposed to copyright strike all these channels? Okay, let me do that to protect our videos. I don't think that's the case at all. I think that this is absolutely somebody who's malicious and who is trying to take advantage of the YouTube copyright system that is majorly broken, by the way. Now, there is a follow-up to this story, and the good news is that the video has actually been restored. Even Decembro got his video claimed and region blocked by them as well. So many YouTubers are getting struck right now. But what happened was NVIDIA's video is now back, and pretty much everybody that I've seen that's got struck by LA7 has had their videos brought back as well. So I don't know if the story going viral essentially has caused them to do damage control. I'm really not sure. But this is probably going to go down in history as one of the most stupid things we've ever seen on YouTube. And I got to be real with you. I feel like there should be action taken against LA7. I'm not talking about legal action. I'm talking about YouTube action. I think YouTube should take their fucking channel down. I really do. I'm sorry. I do. If you are going after people like that maliciously, where it's so obviously not true, and you're doing all of these false copyright strikes, you should receive the same fucking penalty that somebody else would have received if they would have got 3 strikes in a row from your dumbass. You should be taken off the platform. Plain and simple. And I hate advocating for deplatforming, but in this case, I don't consider it to be deplatforming. I consider it to be the actions made against somebody who's being malicious. Plain and simple, man. These people deserve to have their YouTube channel destroyed because this fucked up. It's just fucked up what they were doing. But in any case, the videos are officially back. So that's that for that story. But again, my mind was blown, right? It's one thing if they're striking other YouTubers. Not that it's acceptable, but I'm just saying it's something we see all the time. It's a whole nother thing for you dumb motherfuckers to strike NVIDIA, the people who made the trailer. Are you dumb? Don't answer that. You're probably dumb. All right, we got Demi Carroll with a 2 game to look out for. Liquid Lungs, Mirror's Edge FPS. Liquid Lungs, is that the one that everybody was saying looks exactly like Mirror's Edge? I saw on Twitter somebody trying to be like, oh, Mirror's Edge should sue, EA should sue, or something like that. I remember seeing that. All right, let's go to the next story. Let me X this out. For Overwatch. Guys, I think all gamers can probably relate to this. All gamers can probably relate to what we're about to see right now. So in World of Warcraft, there is currently a race for world first. Okay? There is a race for world first right now against a particular boss. And there was a guild in World of Warcraft that thought that they reached the world first completion for the boss. Okay, they thought that they finally beat it. But little did they know something epic was going to happen. And I got to give WoW credit because this is actually pretty damn epic, which is crazy. Don't go to sleep just yet. Don't go to sleep just yet. Watch this. It's interesting. It's interesting. So they ended up defeating the boss, and they were celebrating. They were celebrating defeating the boss. Watch what happened.
One now.
Let's fucking go.
Please, please, please.
Come on.
Yes! Wait!
No.
This cannot be. Come on. Secret phase. No.
Hit it. Just hit it. Stun? Maybe? 1 billion.
Wait.
New fight.
Wait.
Do we get res or something?
Raden. Live. Care for the animals. Watch the animals. Hit the boss.
Not moving it.
What the fuck?
What the fuck is this? Okay.
Someone read the extraction button? I can't read it. Relax. I mouse over it in my body at some point. Can you come here, Changos? What the fuck? I mouse over
This is fucking insane.
I mouse over the extraction button on my VOD if you want to check it.
So they were celebrating because they thought they finally killed the boss, right? They were celebrating. The boss got to 0 HP. And then what ended up happening was it ended up summoning a whole nother boss. So they were about to celebrate a world first, right? A literal world first. They were about to celebrate it as being the first guild to complete it. And then after they wiped out the boss, it pulled a Legend of Dragoon moment. And then another boss showed up. It's so fucking insane. I love seeing stuff like this because it brings back memories of some real raiding. Yeah, they celebrated too soon. Exactly. You hear somebody saying this cannot be one of the raiders. Read aloud from the dialogue of a simply stunned NPC watching the final boss of Midnight's latest raid come back to life over the weekend. Secret phase. No, Blizzard developers must have been grinning as they watched an entire guild realize their job was far from over. Rumors of a secret phase were floating around after data miners found unused boss abilities in the flaws, but the already brutal difficulty of the fight made it seem unlikely. That's why just about every player leapt out of their chairs at the sight of the boss finally dying, only to sit right back the fuck down in disbelief as Lura started reintegrating back to life. Liquid compiled everyone's reaction to the video about the Lura incident, and it's impressive how quickly some of them brush off the shock and lock back in. That's so amazing. Oh my God, why did you remind me of the Legend of Dragoon bosses? It's because, bro, the Legend of Dragoon, brother, listen, anybody who's played Legend of Dragoon, you cannot tell me that when you were at the final boss fights, you can't tell me that you're sitting there beating each boss one by one, and you're like, there's another one? There's another one? Bro, you can't tell me that because I absolutely, bro, it was insane. Legend of Dragoon was fucked up, bro. I was like, there's another one? How many bosses are there? What are we doing? How many phases are there? That final phase, I forgot how many there were, but it's like, bro, I lost count. I lost count, bro. It was insane. I could tell you that, but I wouldn't. Yeah, okay. War Wizard with a 109 TPK. Shout out War Wizard, man. That takes you back with low health. Yeah. How many actually, I'm curious. How many phases did the final boss of Legend of Dragoon have? I know it's a lot. Hold on. The Legend of Dragoon, the final boss fight is divided into 4 phases and 7 generations. After the first phase, you will encounter the boss in the 1st, 4th, and 7th generation. Oh my God, Jesus Christ. That's so ridiculous, bro. I just, what an insane moment that was. That was insane. Anyway, Toxin 489 hashtag Rosalita because the Mario Galaxy movie was an 11 out of 10. Best storytelling and phenomenal writing. Perfect plot. Perfect movie. Bro, you're gonna piss off Kata, man. You're gonna piss off Kata. And he ain't nice when he's angry. You're gonna piss him off. It was a tough fight. It was a tough fight. All right, let's move on. I just wanted to share the little gamer moment, even if it's in gay World of Warcraft. Guys, Crimson Desert keeps winning, and I'm here for it. This is a fast topic, really, really fast. But Crimson Desert keeps winning, ladies and gentlemen. So the stats have come out about Crimson Desert, and they make sense because the numbers keep going up. But in any case, Crimson Desert players have averaged over 20 hours a week in the game, blowing away almost everything else on consoles available today. Crimson Desert's utterly massive in scope, above and beyond even what the typical is for open world games. Some players are pouring in dozens of hours, and they're not outliers. New data suggests that players are averaging over 20 hours a week in Crimson Desert. Jesus Christ, bro. Now, this is coming from Matt Piscatella, so take it with a grain of salt because, well, it's Matt Piscatella. We all know how that goes. But this apparently makes it the #1 game on Xbox in terms of average playtime, and #2 on PlayStation behind the famously in-depth action RPG Path of Exile. Keep in mind, guys, if Crimson Desert is averaging over 20 hours a week, and that makes it supposedly #2, right, on PlayStation, and #1 on PlayStation is Path of Exile. So you mean to tell me that people are playing Crimson Desert on average more hours per week than Marathon, the live service video game that's supposed to nickel and dime people left and right? Really? I thought everybody was loving Marathon. I thought people were playing it nonstop 24/7. What happened? How are you not beating Crimson Desert in playtime? That's crazy, bro. You wish Hypno would use dark mode? There's no dark mode for this gay-ass website. IGN punching the air right now? I know. Old veteran gamer says, I got 223 hours in Crimson Desert. God damn, bro. I think I hit 40 finally. Oh, shit, I'm at 50. Damn, when the fuck did that happen? Oh, I did side quests. I forgot I did side quests. Whoops. I forgot I did side quests. Okay, I'm at 50 hours. It's not bad. Considering I'm playing a ton of other games, that's not bad. I have 62 hours in Dragonkin. And I got 80 minutes in Darwin's Paradox. Which I will be playing more tonight, so that's gonna be fun. But yeah, 20 hours average Crimson Desert, #2 on PlayStation, #1 on Xbox. That is top tier. And that's all from a single player game that, by the way, 0 microtransactions. 0 microtransactions. Every time I talk about Crimson Desert, I want to drive that point home. That as of right now, there is literally 0 microtransactions in all the fucking content in the game you could get by playing the game. You just go out there and you find it. It's old school gaming at its finest. I love it. I love it, man. It's insane. People are saying Asmongold was banned on Twitch. What? Was he? I'm sure he probably was. I'm surprised they let him stay on, to be honest with you. I think they do that because they know how much money he brings in. Oh yeah, he was. He was apparently. It's probably temporary. What did he say now? What did the Roach King say now? Asmongold banned on Twitch. Can't wait to see the Hassan guys squad celebrating like this does anything at all. Twitch only speaks Turco. Yo. Keep in mind, guys, they banned Asmongold, yet Hassan, bro, this shit It's so funny, man. I don't pay attention to this stuff really anymore because again, it's just fucking stupid. At this point, it's literally like the discourse is never going to go anywhere. I already know that. It's just people literally slinging shit over a wall at each other nonstop. But I do think it's absolutely hilarious how hypocritical Twitch is and how they don't ban Hassan, who openly advocates for some insane shit, by the way. But then Asmongold might say a wrong word here or there, and then they just ban him. It's so ridiculous, man. It really is. I can't wait for the day that Twitch dies. And you know what? You know what's sad? What's sad is that Twitch would have died years ago if it wasn't for the subsidization of Amazon. Amazon literally subsidizes Twitch because they view it as a cultural capture. If they don't want to give up Twitch, they don't want to let Twitch go because they view it as a cultural capture. Like they have the culture in their hands, the younger viewers in their hands, right? They don't want to give it up. So they will subsidize it for as long as they possibly can because Twitch hasn't made money in a fucking long time. In a very, very long time. Like Twitch, literally, I don't remember the last time they made money. I don't think they ever did. I'll be real with you. I don't think they ever did. The server cost alone, for example, to run a show like Asmongold's, cost them more money than they'll ever make from him. But they pay him out and they pay the server costs and everything like that. It's absolutely like their numbers are going to tank without Asmongold on the platform. He's like the number 1, number 2 streamer on the platform. You know? They're not doing any good? No, they're definitely not doing any good. So Twitch is dying a death of 1,000 cuts. Something like that. For sure. If it's for the I Am Jesus game stream, I hope... Oh, did he stream I Am Jesus? Did he stream I Am Jesus? Is that what it is? Oh, did he show a kick stream? Oh, is that what they did him for? He was watching DSB on Kick. He showed a kick stream on Twitch. Is that what it is? It's probably this. It's probably this. I don't think it's the Jesus thing. I think it's this. Because you showing a kick stream on Twitch, that's an easy ban for these fucking losers. I would guarantee. Kick is about to pop off with viewers tomorrow. Yeah, it is. It is absolutely. Well, I mean, guess that happened. They banned him for watching DSP. Yeah, that could be true too. But isn't DSP supposedly not banned on Twitch? I don't know, man. I have no fucking idea. All this shit, it's so much to keep up with. Anyway, all right, let's get into the peak topic. So I saw this article being shared around right now. And this particular article says the following. It says peak developers call out entitled gamers who want endless free updates. So many gamers claim to hate live service video games, but then complain about a lack of free updates. Okay. I don't know who's going out there complaining about lack of free updates. I think people rather have all the content in the base game, like Crimson Desert. I think people much rather have that. I think people will be more satisfied with something like that. So considering it's Kotaku and it's good old Zach Zweisen, I probably would not believe this at face value. So let's see what they actually said. As spotted by Games Radar earlier this week, over on Twitter, the official Landfall account replied to someone who suggested the devs were lazy and could be doing so much more with Peak. The original tweet calling the teams lazy has since been deleted, but Landfall's replies remain, and the initial tweet led to plenty of replies from the studio explaining that fans need to stop expecting endless free updates. Y'all are mad at Landfall for not releasing a game, said a Twitter user in a deleted post in response to Landfall not announcing a new game during a recent event. I'm mad at Landfall for their lazy dev cycle for Peak when they could be doing so much more with it, considering the ending development of it this year. Keep in mind, guys, Peak was made in 1 month. Just keep that in mind. Peak was made in 1 month. So I don't think it's crazy to expect these developers to be able to add things quickly. Because considering that the game was made in literally 1 month, I don't know. But anyway, Landfall then replied that Peak had so many updates, though. Neither Landfall or Aggro Crab are live service studios. Any update is a bonus, not a right. That's another thing, too, though, right? So, like, I think people need to stop looking at every game as like a live service capable game. I think that we need to be more expecting of developers to give us a complete product right out the gate, something that we could be happy with, whether or not they update it or not. I think this idea of having to constantly update the game with DLC and shit, we need to stop that mindset, because the moment we stop that mindset, we get ourselves out of buying DLC nonstop. And if we stop that mindset, that means they also stop that mindset little by little. I want more games to be like Crimson Desert, personally. I want video games that are going to give you an insane amount for your money, and it's all available in the game. You play the game and you just experience the content, and you can unlock things. And I want that. I want that back for a lot of different video games. And I understand not every video game can be like that, because obviously we do live in a live service world. We live in a multiplayer world. I get that. But I want games to be more about like Crimson Desert. Yamato says, what about fighting games? I'm the same exact way. Like, I want fighting games to go back to what they were, where you can unlock characters, whether by playing the game or just by playing the game or doing certain challenges, secrets, whatever. I think that would be great. Or if you can unlock like costume colors and stuff by doing certain challenges and stuff like that. Like, I think that's great. I don't want a game where I got to be nickel and dimed and pay for this. Can you imagine if Crimson Desert was a situation where, let's say you're exploring the desert and you run into a legendary mount, and when you run into a legendary mount, you kill the legendary mount, but then in order to be able to utilize it, you got to pay $4.99 a month. Can you imagine that? Or just flat out, they take the legendary mount out of the game and then they sell it to you and say, hey, this is a $4.99 DLC. You could get this legendary mount if you pay $4.99, and it'll unlock for you in the game. You could go hunt it. Like, they gave all of this to you for the price of the game. And that is a strategy that companies like Ubisoft do. They do that all the time. Wasn't it? Hold on. Forgive me. I'm getting old. Remind me, chat. Was it not Ubisoft that promoted their Assassin's Creed Attack on Titan collaboration? And then at the end of the collaboration, after you do that pathetic quest line that was like 10 minutes long, they greeted you at the end of the quest line with a message for their store where you could go spend like $10, $20 on the outfits that are tied to the collaboration. They didn't even give you the outfits for free. Correct. Like, please remind me if I'm on the right track here. So they promoted a collaboration with Attack on Titan. You do the collaboration. The collaboration is garbage, and your reward for the effort of playing that shitty-ass quest was you got a message to go in their store and go buy the gear that's associated with that particular collaboration. Oh, my God. Again, I look at Crimson Desert like a fucking blessing, okay? I know a lot of people, they think it's popular to hate the game. They want to be counterculture, whatever. It's fine. At the end of the day, I look at Crimson Desert, and every day I lock into that game and I find something new, I'm reminded these motherfuckers could have charged us for this. I don't know if people would have paid for it, but they definitely could have tried. They definitely could have tried to charge us for a lot of the shit that's in the game, and they chose not to. So honestly, I look at that game and I can't help but feel grateful that there's at least one situation, one iteration where a certain developer decided to give us all the fucking content they planned for the game with one initial price of entry, and that is it. I can't help but be thankful for that. And I know that's kind of sad, because that should be the norm. It should be the norm. That should be the norm that we experience every day in the gaming industry, but we don't. We just don't, right? So it's sad that something like that should be the norm is actually treated as special, because we don't get that. We don't get that. So I think that's awesome. And I'll say this, they did tell us before they released the game that they weren't going to do microtransactions, that everything was going to be available in the base game. And I didn't believe them. I think a lot of people didn't believe them. And then come to find out, they were not kidding. They were not kidding about a lot of things they said they were going to be putting in the game. So, in any case, but back to the story. When another user replied and claimed that constant updates are how the gaming industry works these days, that's not true, by the way. Like, let's stop this bullshit of constant updates is how the gaming industry works these days. That is not true in the slightest. Let's get the fuck out that mindset of, oh, these games have to be constantly updated. Stop, bro. Stop. Play the game as it is. Enjoy the experience for as long as you want to. And when you're ready to check out, move on. Stop pretending like you don't have a backlog to go through. Move on. A lot of these games can be enjoyed in the moments that you play them, and that's it. To try to sit here and pretend like they need to be constantly updated, constantly be given DLC. No, they don't. A lot of video games don't need that. And all it does is encourage developers to take out content from the initial game to sell back to you later down the line because they don't want to work on updating the game constantly because they want to work on their next game. You know? When another user replied and claimed the constant updates is how this works, Landfall pointed out correctly that it has done a lot of free updates and has at least one more planned, adding that the industry used to be no updates, just release as is. We have gone way beyond that. I agree. You see how they tried to make it seem as if the peak developers were being unrealistic, but in all actuality, they're not being unrealistic whatsoever. They're not being unrealistic whatsoever. I think they're exactly where they should be mentally, where these guys, they want to work on their next game. You know what I mean? Like, why do they want to keep updating the same game over and over and over again? They don't have to do that. The game's already been a success. People enjoy it. They enjoy it as it is. Now it's time to work on something new. It's not a live service game, you know? I don't know. So in any case, that's it, man. We need to get out this mindset in the gaming industry. This is how we got stuck in this mindset of constant fucking live service games. And I'm sick of it. And I know a lot of you guys are sick of it too. And Crimson Desert is just a breath of fresh air, bringing us back to single player, massive experiences. And again, I don't need a single player game that's 500 hours long. Is that great? Sure. I love it. That's fantastic, especially if it's a fun 500 hours. But I don't need that. If you give me a 15-hour experience, 20-hour experience, I'm all for that. As long as the experience is worth it, right? Like the value is there. I'm all for that. It's fine, you know, but it has to be a complete experience with content that I can unlock on my own without having to pay you money for DLC that you took out of the game to sell later down the line because you don't want to sit here and continue making content. So you took the content out so that you can pretend like you made it when everybody knows you didn't make it. You just sold it later down the line. You know? But anyway, that's basically it for this story. Let me catch up on supers. Let me see. Rumble. Anything on Rumble? I don't think so. All right, boys. Here's what we're gonna do. Wait, what? This is probably gonna be close to it. I'm over 200 hours so far and still chapter 9. I just got to chapter 9. I'm a little bit past, and like I said, I'm currently at 48 hours. Trying to do some side content every now and then, but again, I'm streaming the game, so I have to be a little bit more focused than other people who could just play in whatever way they want. I have to try to make it entertaining for people to watch. But I'm having a great time playing the game. That boss fight, oh my god. The boss fight at the end of chapter 8 was fucking badass, bro. Oh, it was so fun. That was such a good boss fight. It's insane. King Joker says, I'm 400 hours into No Man's Sky, never paid a dime for anything. Yeah, No Man's Sky, I also think because No Man's Sky fucked up, they were releasing content for free nonstop in order to essentially apologize for their fuck up. And it's been years. And then other people have come to now expect that from essentially everybody. And that's not the case. You shouldn't expect that from everybody, right? No Man's Sky did it not because they wanted to, but because they had to. They fucked up so bad that they had to do something to make people forgive them. And over time, all the free content was how they got forgiven by updating and fixing the game. Right, but you can't expect everybody to do that. Like people need to move on, especially if the game is good and it's working and it's exactly how it should be. Then people are going to move on to whatever their next project is going to be and hope to find success there as well. You know, so that's basically it. All right, boys, listen. I made my Darwin's Paradox stream live. Game stream is here. You guys can go check it out. I'm posting it in the chat right now. If you want to hang out with me tonight, we're going to be playing Darwin's Paradox. It is a super fun platformer, unbelievably difficult, brutal. Needless to say, I got felted a couple of times on the last stream. People were laughing at me. I don't appreciate it. But regardless, super fun. If you don't want to watch that, I do have a video that pretty much none of you watched today. Probably didn't get notified about it. It was about the Tormented Souls series. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. It's live on this channel right now. Go to the homepage. It'll be one of the first things you see on the videos. Go watch that video. I would greatly appreciate it. Leave some feedback on it. And that's basically it, boys. We're going to get into the waifu battle now, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have some fun, do our thing, and forget the rest. You know, that's basically it, boys. Thank you guys for the support. This was an awesome stream. As always, you guys are awesome. I will see you guys on the next one. Whatever that may be, either tonight or tomorrow, doesn't matter, whatever. I appreciate you. You guys are fucking awesome. Somebody said check gifted games. I don't think I didn't get a notification, did I? Yeah, I didn't get a notification. There's just no gifted games, right? Yeah, no. Okay, we're good. All right, boys. Waifu battle. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. All right, boys. Waifu battles here. Now, if you guys didn't see the last waifu battle, we crowned a new champion. We crowned a new champion, and it was a little bit, not that it was shocking, but I think the feltoning was pretty shocking considering how much people were voting for Elvira. But all it took was for Bayonetta to show up, and oh my God, the destruction, boys. The destruction. Crazy, crazy stuff. So with that being said, before we bring out the challenger, let's go over the rules of engagement. Rule number 1, all super chats during the waifu battle can and will count towards a particular waifu. But if you don't put the name of the waifu in the super chat first, then it will not count. It doesn't matter how big they are. If you super chat after the fact and you put the name of the waifu that you forgot to put the first time first, then I will make it count. Rule number 2, you can vote for any waifu regardless of who's on the screen. It doesn't matter. You can vote for the champion, who is Bayonetta, or you can vote for the challenger, who you're about to find out. It doesn't matter who's on screen at the time. Last but not least, after the second waifu comes off screen, I'm going to do a 30-second countdown. After that 30-second countdown, no more super chats are going to count. It doesn't matter how big they are. The last super chat that shows up on my screen is going to be the one that counts. So please, if you're going to vote, vote early and vote hard, ladies and gentlemen. Do we understand the rules? I'm not even going to say it. I'm not even going to say it. We don't understand the rules. All right, boys. Today's challenger, it's a good one. Okay, it's a good one. I had to bring out someone who has a very similar aesthetic. All right, it's very hard to match Bayonetta's aesthetic. It really is. But overall, I brought out somebody who is, let's just say she has a long history of people gooning to her. Like an ungodly amount. It's actually really unhealthy. Damn near dangerous. But regardless, let's bring her out and see if she can take on Bayonetta, who also has a long history of people gooning to her. But this one in particular, I think people goon to a lot more. I just think so. All right, boys. The challenger that's going to go up against Bayonetta is going to be, it's not Eve. It's not Eve. It's going to be none other than the one and the only Shadowheart from Baldur's Gate 3, ladies and gentlemen. Let's start the clock and let's see who is going to win. Is it going to be Bayonetta or is it going to be Shadowheart? Let me know in the comments what your decision is. We got Deadeye's Luck with a 2 for Bayonetta right off the bat over on Rumble. Didn't even wait. Why am I not surprised? Oh man, Cass is fucking hot. Hey man, listen, I know people like Shadowheart. I know people like Shadowheart. I know. I don't know what it is about Shadowheart, but people like her. People like her a lot. They like her a lot. This is a hot pick for real. Hey, man, listen. If that's the case, make your vote known, man. Make your vote known. Pick one. Pick one. I can't believe Deadeye's Lock voted before Shadowheart even came out on screen. Deadeye's Lock, you good? Bro, what is this troll, man? Dikachu with a COP 2696 for Eve. Brother, what are we doing? What are we doing? We got Dark Obsidian with a 1999 banger for Shadowheart right off the bat. Thank you so much, Dark Obsidian. I appreciate that. That takes Shadowheart out of ban territory, and she's also now very much in the lead. Great job, Dark Obsidian. I appreciate that, man. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Will the Bayonetta fans show up like they did yesterday? I don't know if you guys were here and saw what happened, but the Bayonetta fans, they were crazy yesterday. They were not fucking around. They kicked Elvira's ass so far out of the ring. It was crazy. We got War Wizard with a 10 says Shadowheart fuck the rules. There are no rules. Bring back Elvira. Let chaos reign. We can't let that happen, man. We can't let that happen. Listen, Elvira's chilling. She's in the coffin right now. She was a little old, all right? She got her ass kicked. She'll come back at some point. Robin 10 with a 10 says Shadowheart. Yeah, man. You know it. That black leather. Yeah, I figured people were going to like this picture. It's so sad, man. Bayonetta almost never wins. That's why I was shocked she won yesterday. And now watch, she's going to get felted again. She's going to be a one-hit wonder. It's so sad. Bayonetta deserves so much better. I don't know why she loses so much. You would think people love her. People talk about her all the time, but they don't really vote for her. It's weird. Yesterday was the exception, though. Yesterday was the exception. Robin 10, thank you, brother, for the 10. I appreciate it. We'll see how this goes. We'll see how it goes. Yo, DJ Kodak, thank you for the membership over on the gaming channel. I just saw that. Shout out to you, my man. They're dropping memberships already over there. It's crazy. We got Full Metal with a 10 for Shadowheart. Oh my God, guys. Guys, what's going on to Bayonetta, bro? What's going on to Bayonetta? What's happening? What's happening? All right, Shadowheart's coming off screen. It's time to bring out the current waifu battle champion in all her action glory. None other than Bayonetta, ladies and gentlemen. Let's start the clock and let's see who is going to win. Is it going to be Bayonetta or is it going to be Shadowheart? Boys, you really going to let all that ass just go away? You going to let all that ass just get felted? Jesus Christ, man. What's happening? She's going to get banned too at this point. War Wizard with a 5. Shadowheart, Bayonetta only won because people were salty over Kasumi. Well, that's definitely a possibility. Robin 10 with the membership. Thank you, Robin 10. You sniped Westfall Rangers. Nice. Nice. Very nice. Shout out to Robin 10 for the membership. I appreciate that, man. We even got Panther with the 10 for Bayonetta, stopping her ban. So at the very least, they completely stopped. They completely stopped her ban. Good job, Panthera. Thank you for saving Bayonetta from the ban. Oh no, DSP is banned on Twitch. Wait, what? Oh, this is targeted, boys. This is targeted. Kasumi from DOA. Yeah, we had Kasumi from DOA in the waifu battle the other day. Boys, this is targeted. Wait, what? DSP's banned too? Asmongold, it says this channel cannot stream at this time due to a violation of Twitch's community guidelines. What the fuck? I'm so curious. Let me see. What is going on here? Oh my god. It's crazy, man. What she was? Yes. Wait, Bio T-Wolf, you didn't see when Katsumi was in a waifu battle? She was in a waifu battle. You didn't know that? And then she got felted. She got felted, man. People didn't support her enough, unfortunately. So she lost. It was actually kind of shocking. I didn't think she was going to lose. Yeah, she was in a waifu battle, man. She got fucking destroyed. Unfortunately. I was honestly, I was shocked by that one. But we kept it going. We kept it going. Damn, yo, the Bayonetta fans really just aren't showing up today. This is crazy, man. 1 vote for Bayonetta. 2 votes, I'm sorry. Deadeye's Lock and Panthera for Bayonetta, and that is it. Rumble actually is completely quiet, by the way. Air Razor's trying to say this picture is terrible. How is this picture terrible? This is Bayonetta in her natural form with all her ass showing. How is this terrible? What are you, a titty man? Is that what it is? We picked our timing well to push Elvira. Oh, I guess. This picture sucks. Wow. Wow, you guys are really simple creatures, huh? You don't see a titty and you get upset? You get mad over no titties when there's so much ass here? That's crazy, boys. That's how you know most of you are white. All the brown people, you know, they like ass, man. We like ass, man. That's what it is. That's what it is. All right, next time, now I know the asses are banned. The asses are banned, and we're just gonna do straight titties from now on because, like, apparently everybody who watches the waifu battles is white. I guess I don't know. Just the forward 189 Shadowheart wakes me up with the Minthara gets here. Minthara, sorry, gets here. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. All right, boys. Final countdown. I guess nothing's really gonna happen here. Bayonetta's gonna get felted, and she's just again gonna be made a joke in the waifu battle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Waiting for lag, waiting for lag, waiting for lag, waiting for lag. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Last super chat is going to count. War Wizard with it too, saying Shadowheart, I'm an ass fan, but vote on principle. And then we got Deadeye's Lock with a 5 over on Rumble for Bayonetta. Thank you, Deadeye's Lock, holding it down with Panthera for the Bayonetta fans. I appreciate that. All right, man, let's feed the ducks. Mods, you already know what to do. You already know what to do. In the meantime, damn, man, Bayonetta's got a terrible history in the waifu battle. Really is sad. It really is sad, man. She's got a terrible, terrible history in the waifu battle. Every time I try to bring her back, get her some love and shit, just never works. But at the very least, at least she's not perma-banned. At least she's not perma-banned. Shadowheart does look good though. I can't sit here and pretend like she doesn't look good, you know? Feed the cucks? That's crazy. Vengeance for our Mistress of Dark? Wait. Was that a revenge thing? No way. Poor Bayonetta. I know. It's all right. It's all right. Don't worry about it. All right, boys. Numbers are in. Start off the music. We got Shadowheart at $58.98 against Bayonetta at $17 flat, which means the winner and the new waifu battle champion is none other than the one and the only Shadowheart, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do it one more time, ladies and gentlemen. One more time. Let's go. I doubt anybody's coping and seething, but regardless, we got to play it.
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping and seething. The truth is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard. Coping and seething.
And that's going to be it for the waifu battle, ladies and gentlemen. Shadowheart is going to go backstage. She will face off against another waifu tomorrow, Hypnocast, 9 p.m. Do not miss it, ladies and gentlemen. Do not miss it. 9 p.m. every day. All right, boys. Today was awesome. Thank you guys so much for the amazing stream. I hope everybody had a ton of fun tonight. We're going to be closing out the night playing some Darwin's Paradox over on the gaming stream. We're going to rate ourselves over there right now. Oh, Kickin' Data's just dropped the membership over there too. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. All right, boys. We're going to rate ourselves down. Thank you guys so much for liking the stream, commenting, spamming the chat, super chatting, gifting memberships, everything. I appreciate it. And shout out to the Hypno mods for doing what they do every single day. I appreciate you as well. And I'll see every single one of you on the next one, whether it's tonight or tomorrow. It doesn't matter. Until then, go be bigots and go be gooners. Bye.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men. And I got news for you. That means you
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Her dog or her cat was named Vagina.
Put a ticket in, make her gay. Fuck Indiana Jones, put a ticket in, make her gay. Fuck Indiana, put a ticket in, make her gay. It means put a chicken in a queenie and make her fucking gay. Fucking pronouns! Fucking pronouns! Fucking gender ambiguity! Fucking current day Californian shit! Cause that's all we fucking know! Cause we're boring! We're so fucking boring! Twitter hole! Twitter hole! Get it right!
At the touch of the black man, I bring life. I bring life. I bring life. I bring life. I bring life.
Why the hell are you still here? Go on. Get out of here. Go play some video games.